Hi, we're at the Smoky Hill Museum in downtown Salina, talking with Susan Hawksworth, the director of the Smoky Hill Museum. And one of the things we never seem to feature until the holidays, and I don't know why we don't get around to it more often, because I don't know why either. But they have a special gift shop in the museum here that a lot of people, I don't think, know about, and it's
not
really,
enough know about it.
Well, no, and you know, I've been wanting to talk about this ever since the holiday season last year, because it's so unique, and it's an opportunity for you folks that are looking for holiday and Christmas gifts to find a really good opportunity to find something from Kansas, because this is a Kansas gift shop. Now, you look around and you're going to see all sorts of things, and I'm kind of excited about this program because this store is just too cool. You'll have to come by. Susan, tell me about your gift shop.
Well, the museum store is run by the Friends of the Museum, and it's a way to raise money for the museum. So all proceeds go to the museum and its programming, which is always nice.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'd like to get as many people in as we can to help support the museum. But we feature a lot of local artists in the store and their work. So we have a new one this year, Charlotte Garrett. Charlotte Garrett. Boy, I cannot get her name.
Well, it's early
Charlotte
in the morning.
Garrett. She does jewelry from found items. She specializes especially in like pocket watches. We'll take those apart.
Yeah, I saw that. It's amazing.
So they're really fun and very unique pieces.
And beautiful.
Beautiful,
by the way.
very beautiful.
Yes.
And reasonable too.
Oh,
she
I
doesn't
noticed
even.
that.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Most of the prices on your items, we're kind of shooting from the hip here. We do have a script, but there's things that I like to bring up occasionally that aren't scripted. I have noticed that most of your items are very reasonably priced.
They
and
are.
I know people are looking for things that they can buy that is unique and can share, but they're not wanting to spend a fortune on it.
Right.
So here you go.
We do.
Continue, I'm sorry.
Well, we have the standby pottery from Steve Coburn. Everyone loves Steve Coburn pottery. It's very functional and usable.
Microwavable saw.
Microwavable, dishwasher safe.
There you go.
So all the good things. Donna Morgenstern, her wheat weavings go like a flash.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to get in and get those
Yeah, that's true. That's
picked
true.
up. And then we have artwork by Paul Summers. Del Cole does wonderful photography, and Judd Patterson do some great photography that we have here in the store.
Oh, it's outstanding. I was just watching it because I'm a photography fan, and to get that picture just the right way with that kind of color intensity and everything is really, everybody thinks they can be a good photographer, but you can really separate the really good ones from the sort of good ones out there, and his work is exceptional. It really is.
And it's very reasonable. We have postcards and greeting cards that you can easily frame, and they don't cost an arm and a leg to get a really beautiful picture.
There you go. And Mrs. Delker, the fabric art. That's something I've never seen before. I thought, dang, that is so cool.
She fuses fabric together with heat and then quilts it.
You've got to see it, folks, to believe it. But it is really unique and a Kansas product, by the way.
Product, yes.
And also, I was going through the store. They have an entire wall full of Kansas books. Now, if you're into Kansas and you have friends that want to read about the history or something, a whole wall dedicated to Kansas books. So
wonderful. And our bestseller right now is Beyond BTK. It's from the KBI, or Beyond Cold Blood, from BTK, from the Clutters to BTK. So it's one of our best sellers. The author came and spoke twice here at the museum and had great stories. So the book has to be full of stories. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it's been very popular.
Well, and if you want history on Marymount College, for example, I'm looking at it right now, and if you're an alumni or something and you want a book on Marymount College,
the Graves Trucking Line, which has been a remarkably good seller,
there you go.
Considering it's probably a very special, unique book. But yeah, we have some great books on Kansas. We also have handmade soaps from Foam on the Range.
What a great name.
Fun the range. Wonderful scents and beautiful to look at, so they're great to have out in your bathroom when you have the holiday guests come over.
And you
And
might even leave the little tag out there, you know,
Yeah.
people get a smile out
yeah,
of it.
Foam on the Range. It's made with sunflower oil.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, so it has a little bit. It has a touch of Kansas. It's made in Kansas with a touch of Kansas.
Well, how cool is that? So anyway, if you really are interested in a Kansas product, I was just thinking about this last night. You've got to go quite a ways from Salina to find a store like this, truthfully. So if you want Kansas products, you're in Salina, stop by the Smoky Hill Museum. And also you have a display that I just love because I'm a baby boomer. I was born between 1935 and 65. And you have an entire display set up for my generation now.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because that's my favorite display of all time.
The 1960s Part 2. This is our second in a series, and this is all, it's called Power to the People. It's all on the cultural side of the 1960s. So the clothing, the music, we have video clips, we have sound, we have songs going, we have the kissing sounder from KOMA. That you can play. If any of you remember that.
Oh, I would never forget that, I'll tell you. I was, as a matter of fact, when I was a paper boy in my hometown, I had a transistor radio and I could just barely pick it up when I would deliver papers, and great times. I mean, that signal just went forever. So
did.
It was a lot of fun to listen to. But they got the kissing sound from KOMA. Well, anyway, anything else that we need to cover? Where are you located?
We are at 8th and Iron in downtown Salina.
Okay, and your hours?
Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 5.
And admission?
It's free.
Free is good. And you can come into the gift shop, and while you're here, go to the 60s display, and then, of course, see the entire museum because it is so unique. I'm just going to shoot something in here real fast. New construction.
New construction. We are working on our children's exhibit. We plan to open it, grand opening March 11th.
So we'll have something on that, folks. So visit the Smoky Hill Museum. Come by their Kansas gift store. You're going to love it. Thank you for watching.